to close out our evening, in which we have been looking at the span of Rami's body of work. I think nobody could be more fitting to come out and honor him than somebody who was with him in the Pacific and was with him in Bohemian Rhapsody. It spans quite a few years. Please welcome Joemazzellos.
Hello. Standing ovation from Rami Malek. That's a big deal, I think. Well, Rami, we are here tonight because it's finally happened. Rami Malek is finally being recognized with an award for his work in Bohemian Rhapsody. I can't believe it. I mean, snub after snub after snub, Rami. I never thought this day would come. I first met Rami, bring this up a little bit. I first met Rami 12 years ago in the HBO miniseries called The Pacific, which you guys saw the clip of and just speaking about. And what some people don't know is it actually took place during the writer's strike. I don't know if you know about that, but essentially the writers in Hollywood all went on strike and we were left with the script that we had. And so because of that, some of the scenes that we were doing, they just didn't really work for sort of whatever reason. You know, they were pulling scenes from old scripts and trying to sort of jerry-rig them in there and kind of fit everything together. And it made it pretty tough on us. It made it pretty hard on the actors at times. And so my role in the Pacific was a little bit bigger than Rami's, which will never happen again. But we had almost every scene together, and I just found myself always huddling with Rami before every scene, and just sort of the two of us would go over these scenes and see if we can make them work and find the truth in them and just work them out together before we got on set. And sure enough, after a while, I stopped worrying about the pages that were coming in because I knew that as long as I have Rami, we're gonna make it great. Yes, cut to 11 years later. I'm now playing John Deacon, the bassist of Queen, alongside, thank you. Alongside our front man, Rami Malek, playing the Freddie Mercury. And we found ourselves in a very similar situation, albeit for very different reasons, where the actors sort of had to huddle together and really lean on each other to make it work. And no matter how turbulent things got on set and whatever, the change of directors and the distractions, I never worried. Because I knew as long as we had Rami Malek, we were going to make it great. There are so many things that I admire about Rami as a person and as an actor. His craft, his bravery, his tenacity, his empathy, his ability to remember every single person's name on set from day one, which I think is a miracle. I'm lucky I can remember Rami's name right now. Wait, Rami, yes. And mostly on this film, I so admired his grace under pressure. He captured Freddie's artistry, his charisma, his aura, and also his hunger, the turbulence and the conflict inside that Freddie, the human being, always felt. And I speak for the entire cast, hopefully, Lucy, backstage, when I say that it was an honor to have been involved with Bohemian Rhapsody and to bring the story of Queen and their incredible journey to the world. And for me personally, it was a joy and a privilege to share the screen again with the man who makes it great. That man is the Santa Barbara Film Festival's Outstanding Performer of the Year, my friend Rami Malek.
I learned subtlety in acting from this man, and I treasure our relationship, everything I've learned from him all these years. I count you among one of my greatest friends and someone who I've garnered so much education from, and not only from the acting perspective, but just from the perspective of being a good human being. I thank you for everything you've given me. Thank you to the Santa Barbara Film Festival. And to Roger, you've been great through all of this, and for bringing kids in from all over the country who don't even have this opportunity to make it available to them. I think that's so big of you and so impressive and something we should all aspire to do. Thank you. Thank you for... I know Scott's name. I'm trying to find something really good to say for all these lovely questions you've given us. No, thank you for being so thorough, and I appreciate all the questions. What can I say? I look at the clips from Bohemian Rhapsody, and it is what Joe says. I remember everyone's face who contributed to this film. Everyone who worked on the production design team, every camera operator, every focus puller, everyone going back and forth to any truck that was on set to deliver something that would enhance this film. No matter who you are, and your name is at the end of the credits of this film, you were recognized by me and this cast. We get to be the representatives who share this story with the world, who our faces get to be the one that gets associated with the film. For me, the faces of the hundreds that contributed to this film every day are how I recognize the film and who I attribute it to. Some would say that they're invisible faces. To me, they are clear as day. And I share this with everyone who contributed to this film. It's not just one of us or 10 of us. It is all of us. Thank you. Thank you all.